Hey everybody, what's up? It's Kara here, and I'm coming at y'all with a different kind of video today. I actually want to take some time out and do this video because there's just a lot of things that's been going on in my mind with this. So I just thought I'd come here. This is my normal outlet, mostly for beauty related things, but this video is going to be a little bit personal. So I just want to take a little moment to do this video. So I lost my mom when I was 22 years old, and today actually makes the 10-year anniversary from the day that she passed away. Now, with that being said, I love my mom dearly. I still miss her to this day. Me losing my mom at such a young age was like the hardest thing that ever happened to me in my life. I'm trying to keep it together here, so there's going to be a little bit of breaks and pauses and stuff like that. Now, if you know me personally one on one, I am not an emotional person. I'm not one that shares my feelings or anything like that because I'm just not. Especially, I think losing my mom also has something to do with that because I don't like to show emotion because she was the person that I would talk to about deeper things like this. So, with her being gone, it was like I really couldn't express things the way that I wanted to. I had so much bottled up inside of me, but could never really express it. I mean, I've spoken to people about it, but not in as much depth that I may go into with this video. So, losing my mom showed me that she was the actual nucleus of our family. She held everything together. And after she passed, it was like everybody went their separate ways. Um, I don't want to say we don't stay in contact, but we don't see each other as frequently as that we used to. I personally moved out of my house, when I was like 20 years old. Like one of my first big income tax checks, I was out the house because they wanted to try to make me pay rent, and I wasn't with paying rent if I had to still follow your rules. So I was out of there. So let's take it back to the day that she actually passed away. I had just came back from Dominican Republic, and I had my pictures with me that I was going to go and show her. At the time, I worked at Albert Einstein Hospital, which is here, and she worked at Jacobi Hospital, which was here. Now, I would go to, on my lunch break, I would go over and visit her all the time, which I had every intention of doing that same day. I called her at the job. They told me that she wasn't in. Okay, fine. The day got busy. I didn't get a chance to call her while she was home. All I can remember in between that phone call that I made finding out that she was sick, that she wasn't in, that she had called out sick, let me say, because I didn't know she was ill. I just knew that she called out sick from work, which people do. When I got home that day, I'll never forget. I'll never forget how I found out. When I got home that day, I was taking off my clothes in my bedroom. At that time, I lived in a one-bedroom apartment. So I got the phone call from my dad saying that she passed away, and I swear it was like on TV, like you see on TV, like how things get black, you don't hear anything, you don't see anything. It was the hardest phone call I remember getting, and I don't even remember how I reacted. I must have shouted or something because all I remember is Brian, who's my man now, who's still my man, but all I can remember is his running to the back and hold me, and I had slid down on the floor, and I just remember my father telling me that she had passed away. The hardest thing I ever had to deal with in my life. And the first emotion, after everything was said and done, because the first emotion I was pissed. Pissed beyond relief because I found out that she wasn't feeling good, and she called my dad, who worked all the way downtown, to come home. Now, I work right here in the Bronx. We both work at hospitals. Like, how is it that you're not going to a hospital if you feel that sick? How is it that all of us work in hospital. Even my father, when he worked downtown, he worked in the hospital as well. So we're all in the medical field. How is it that you can just pass it home? Like, I was so pissed off that nobody called me and told me that she wasn't feeling good, because I would have went over there and I would have dragged her to the hospital. There was no notification. We didn't know she was ill. It was just short notice that she was gone. I didn't understand that. It's hot here. So, anyhow, I was the youngest. First of all, I am the youngest kid. I was the one that had to make all the funeral arrangements. I was the one that took responsibility, helped my father with any paperwork that needed to be done, anything. I did it all. I mean, I personally feel like I was cheated out of a mother. They were 10 and 12 years older than me, my brother and sister, or my sister and brother, respectively, I should say. They were 10 and 12 years older than me. So they got more time with her, you know. I felt cheated out of that time. I felt like, I don't know, I was just pissed off. I was 22 years old. Like, all these years, I mean, I really feel like I needed my mom. A year after that, a year after she passed in 2004, I had my son. We were waiting for a boy. I have four nieces. Four nieces. They were all girls. There was no boys in the family. A year after my mom passes away, my first kid is a boy. Like, imagine that. Like, crazy. I was pissed off again. Like, her grandson is here. Like, and she's not to see it. She's not here to see that. Like, it's crazy to me. They say everything happens for a reason and God does things for a reason, but I did not understand the reason of that. Like, we had, as a matter of fact, my first two kids are sons. My oldest is 8 years old now. And my second child, my middle child, Drew, he is 2 years old. And you guys might remember him because that was my first maternity leave that got me into YouTube. So, yes. And then we have little Chloe. And I just feel like my kids were cheated out of that grandmother love. Like Nana. She was Nana to my four nieces. That's Nana. Everybody knew Nana. Nana kept the family together like Nanas are supposed to do. So I felt like my kids were cheated out of that. I still feel like my kids were cheated out of that. But I like to show them pictures and I like to remind them as to who she is and let them know how important she was to me. I have her urn here on my desk, and I really didn't show it in my vanity desk video because I didn't want to like freak you guys out, but she's here with me every day. I have her urn. We didn't bury her. She was cremated, so I have a piece of her always and forever with me here. She sits here with me on my vanity, and I just love this woman. She was such an amazing mom. She was an amazing mother. And I'm just grateful for the time that I did have with her. Even though I do feel like I was cheated out of some time with her, I'm just grateful for the memories that I do have. And that's what I try to tell people when they tell me that they lose their parents. Like, I try to tell them to stay strong. Stay strong and remember the good times that you had with them, because that cannot be taken away from you. Those memories are always up here and in your heart. And even back then, I didn't know as much as I know now, 10 years later, why we didn't get an autopsy report. Like, we honestly don't know the real legit cause as to what happened to my mom. And that's the one thing that I don't understand. And that's another reason why I am pissed off about the situation. Now, being that it is 10 years later, of course, there's nothing I can do about that now. But knowing what I know now, I just look back on things and I look at things totally different. Now, of course, like I said, the family, we broke apart. I don't get to see my nieces like I want to anymore. We just don't spend as much time together. Now, my dad, he's still alive. He actually lives like, let's say, 7 blocks away from me. I have 3 kids. You think he sees these kids? Not at all. It's sad. Because our family, once my mom left, the family left, basically. It was like nobody stayed in contact. I can't say stay in contact. I talk to my sister and brother. We're on Facebook. We talk all the time. So I don't want to say stay in contact. My dad, I speak to him like maybe once a month, maybe. And that could be partly on me. But I a couple of years after she passed, maybe 4 or 5 years after she passed, I did write a letter and explain to him how I felt. Like, you're the freaking parent. Like, I understand I'm the child and I always have to reach out, but you're the parent too. You have to take some kind of initiative to make your kids know that you love them. The way I have 3 kids, my kids know for sure that I love them. There's no question about that. As a parent, I feel that you should take the time out and look out for your own. And then there's grandkids on top of that. You don't even find out how they're doing, see if they need anything. Okay, so anyway, after she passed, of course, there's family issues because of life insurance policies and everything. And I won't even say issues because I guess I'm the only one that had an issue because I'm the one that got jacked. I don't want to curse, but I got effed basically. And I don't want to make this into a monetary thing because God has blessed me so much, and this is the reason why, and I want to say that. After she passed, there was life insurance policies. There was a couple of them, actually. There was one I did get a cut of, but being that I'm the youngest, she didn't get a chance to update. I think it was like 1 or 2 other plans that she had, so the older kids got it. And my father was there, and he made the arrangement that when they got their money, they're supposed to give me a cut, and when I got my money, I was supposed to give them a cut. I had no problem with that. I went ahead, I got my money, I gave them each a cut. And it's not a small cut, it was a pretty hefty cut. What happened when they got their money? Oh, I had bills, I had responsibilities, I have this, that, and the third. Everybody has bills, everybody has responsibilities. So I didn't stress it at that point. Whatever. I can't be bothered. And I'm still not stressing the money to this day because, like I said, God has blessed me with so many amazing things. My amazing family, my amazing husband, which I'm not officially married, but he is my husband. He takes care of me. He does everything that needs to be done, and he is a real man. He shows his family that he loves them. He works hard for his family, and he makes sure he provides for his family. So I give B the utmost credit, especially dealing with me. This attitude and all this, my mom raised a little spoiled brat, and he has my back. He holds me down. So I love this man with all my heart. And that is one thing I'm grateful for because my mom really did. That was the last thing. As a matter of fact, that was the last time I seen my mom. I was introducing him to her. We went to her house for dinner, and that was the last time I had seen my mom. I gave her a hug. I told her I loved her. So that is the one thing that kind of like eases my mind. She knew I loved her to death. I'm all snotty and wet and everything. I'm all shiny now and hot because... oh my God, I'm so not an emotional person, but I just wanted to come on here and show my vulnerable side because there are things that I do get emotional about, and this would be the absolute #1 reason. It's my mom. So here I am today, Mom, on your 10th anniversary of your death. I just want to say I love you. I miss you so much, and you're always and forever in my heart. So that's basically it. I want to thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Bye. Okay, really quickly, I just wanted to come back on here because I was giving Chloe a bath and stuff, and I just remembered I did touch on my 4 nieces that I have, and I don't see them often at all. The one I see the most is Felicia, who happens to be the oldest. We actually grew up in the same house together, so I am the closest with Fifi, but I hardly see her. I see her every couple of months, let's say. But to Chanel, to Corey, and to Tanaya, my other 3 nieces are from my brother. I don't see them too much at all. And the oldest of the 3 of those nieces, she actually, when they came to Drew's baby shower, she gave him this card. And was it to Drew's shower or was it to Dejan's birthday party? It might have been to Dejan's birthday party, actually. She gave Dejan a card, and it almost made me cry because it was like, I don't know you too well, and she went into how she loves us, and it just like touched my heart. It really broke my heart actually, because like I know that I need to do better as far as connecting with the rest of my family as well. I can't expect everybody to always come to me. Yo, the noise outside is bothering me. I mean, that's the guy who's separating the garbage and stuff. So sorry for the noise in the background, but I just wanted to come on here and say to my nieces that I love you guys dearly. I'm so proud of you guys. Two of my nieces actually graduated from college, which is something that I haven't done, which was one thing that my mother really did want me to do. And I actually need to finish my degree, but that's a whole nother topic. But I'm very proud of my nieces. They graduated. My other nieces, they have to be like going into high school now, I would think. It's bad. I don't even know what grade they are in. Like, that's how out of touch that my family is. It's really bad. And me personally, I want to try to do better and connect with my family some more. So that would be my goal in all of this. The space between us, I don't want to be so, such space between us. I want to be able to see my family, on more of a regular basis and things like that. So I just wanted to come back on here. Being that I brought you guys up, I did want to let you guys know I love you guys and I'm so proud of you girls. And yeah, that's it. So thanks, guys.